This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Makes it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. On the run, it's Pryor. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well stick with him. There's some room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Hands it off. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pryor. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. A little release to the back. Just shedding tackles. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
Well, BYU was a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Running free. Touchdown, BYU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. Jones to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Long and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger now.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high...
And he's got room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability...
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators!
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Martin. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Martin. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Direct snap. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got enough space. Touchdown, BYU. more to the board with that trip to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Pryor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Jones wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he got it.
Number 89, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by... Coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jones to throw. Moving out to the right. That's caught. It's ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Pryor. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Rides to the back. Looking for room at the 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 11 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the map. Makes a grab and room to run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Gators want to move quickly.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
There he goes! Running through contact. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Gators! A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. There he goes. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Number 89, set to kick this goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Here's Jaden one more time. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll pull it down. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running inside, it's Martin. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready. Whoa, 22. Flip, flip, flip. Where did he go?
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go with a direct snap. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Down, ready. Ready, go.
A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him...
There's a crease.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Shakes off the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Finds his man. It's Martin. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.